Okay, so finally can get rid of my pretty embarrassing enclosure for the CR10 Smart Pro. It's been up there, not used too much. I've been using the Ender 3 that's modified more than anything else, but I just noticed on Amazon that Creality are doing a larger enclosure now, and as you can see, it's 700 wide, 750 deep and 900 high, and looks like there's possibly a side door. I think the what we've got is slightly different to the other one. We've obviously got the pouch at the top, there's one on the side, sorry, not pouch, they're little windows that you can open. I tend to feed cables through these, but it looks like there is either a flap on that side as well, which I don't think we've got on the smaller one. Anyway, we're just going to whack this together. It couldn't be any easier. It's as you can see there, and we'll just make sure that CR10 Smart Pro fits in there. Yeah, back in a minute. Okay, so don't underestimate how much bigger this one is. It's not going to fit on your standard work surface depth. This doesn't make any difference. The machine sits here, so I don't actually care too much about that. Probably get it to go a little bit further back once the rest is, you know, actual cover is on, but it's pretty big, so yeah, just bear that in mind. Very straightforward, no issues. There's enough slack in all of these poles, so you can get them all in without any issues whatsoever. Probably going to have to route the cables down the side, but we'll find out in a minute. So we will be back in a moment when we have put the main canvas on. So I thought I'd be smart and put the machine in first, but actually looking at it, probably wasn't the need to do that, because if it's like this one, the whole zip goes up and over the top, so I could have put this in place afterwards. And I was just looking at how much space we've got there. This can be a pain in the arse. It's quite stiff, and if it hits the wall behind before the end stops, you can have problems. At the moment I'm hoping it will push on the material, the canvas, but then you've got the problem here that now wants to stick out the front, and also you can't open the drawer, so yeah, I have to do something about the height of this. So of course this comes off. More often it just falls off than anything else, but you know, we could lengthen the wires and have that somewhere else perhaps. Not that I'm expecting to use the control panel too much. Anyway, look, let's get this this little canvas on and we'll see what we can do. I wonder if it's better the other way around actually, or maybe I've got it the wrong way around. Let's have a look. That's number one. You know what, I've got it round the wrong way, so this is going to stick out even more. Ouch. Yeah, back in a minute. Right, so back again. It's best to do this on the floor. You can unzip it completely all the way down to the back of the top, and then pop it over the frame, and then turning this over a few times you can just feed the material around until it's all quite neat, and then zip up the back just to hold it in place. It is absolutely massive. On this side we've got a big opening there. At the back now we have a little hole that you can actually, there's a drawstring so you can seal that as tight as you want. Door at the top, no door this side, but we do have a small pouch. So yeah, it is absolutely huge. So yeah, let's get this back up and see whether this is going to work. Hopefully it will. Okay, so actually it's worked out really nicely. It doesn't come out too far from the bench, but it's really not a problem. Let's just undo this and show you inside. Now on the old one I've put LED lights on the sides. Of course with the Smart Pro it's got the built-in LED strip at the top, so there is going to be no need to worry about any extra light. Possibly for filming it might need to be a little bit brighter. My concern was the really stiff cable at the back, so yeah, still a bit stiff there. Just trying to do this with one hand, not the easiest thing to do. Yeah, there we go, I think that's got it. And if we go to the very front, looks like we're just going to be okay there. Not that it'll ever be out that far, but the back clearance was the main thing. It's just touching the material. Quite easy to push that back. You can hear the limit switch. So I think we're going to be good to go. Plenty of clearance here. So I think that'll be fine. I'm not quite sure how we're going to mount the camera. I've already moved these legs back. They were towards the front more, but I've moved that side back so you can see the curve of the workbench. So it's just on the workbench, and pretty much the same with the other one. That's just come off slightly, so I might take that off. And actually I don't think I could move it any further back because of the plate on the side here. But I think that's going to be absolutely fine. Would I trust this to prevent a fire or anything like that? No, not really. I don't think these can be left. Certainly not without a smoke alarm fitted that's linked to the rest of the house, as this is in the workshop. So we've got some fire angels all over the place, so if this one goes, the whole house goes. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. Wasn't going to bother filming it, but I thought, you know, somebody might want to see what sort of clearance we've got here and whether you can fit it on your normal workbench. So not quite, but it's going to do the job. And yeah, you can't really see the screen through there when it's done up and closed, but again, not really a problem. We'll be monitoring this with on the computer and other software. So really is a horrible mount. That's not a good start. Why is that completely dead? Probably because it's pulled out. God damn. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Back in a minute. Yep, so just have to push that socket, or the plug, back into the socket fully. It definitely wasn't quite right, and we've now got full control back again. Oops, 10mm. Yeah, looks all good. So yeah, I think we are fine here. Okay, so that's what it looks like inside the larger of the Creality enclosures. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention with the standard feet, it's going to be a little tricky getting this tool tray out, but yeah, really I use most of the stuff, you know, outside on the bench, and don't rely on what's in here. So yeah, just bear that in mind. You might want to raise this up on different feet to be able to get easy access to that. You can do it, but you've got to pull this down and then slide it out.